everyone, and welcome back for our next episode of BioShock Infinite, Burial at Sea, Episode 2, and what I conclude might end up being the final episode of this playthrough, which is kind of a big deal because it means it's the final episode of the final playthrough of BioShock content I got right now. Now, at the recording of this video, there is a rumor out there floating around that a BioShock 3 is in the works, and if that is the case, eventually that'll be here on the channel as well. I gotta say, venturing back through Colombia was actually kind of a fun little twist, was not expecting that, but we are once again back into the BioShock area that we know, Rapture City / Fountains building, made our way up into the private elevator, and we are just about to walk out and see what's about to happen. Is Atlas gonna turn on us? Are we going to help him? Are we gonna find out that we are the ones that actually started the whole cycle in the very beginning of BioShock 1? If we somehow are related to the would you kindly aspect that happens all the way back to the beginning, I'm gonna freak out. Anyways, only one way we're gonna find this out, and that's by getting in here, wrapping this up, and seeing how this concludes. If this is your first time finding the channel, welcome. Hope you have a fantastic time. And if you do have an awesome time, hope you even consider hitting that subscribe button for me. Without any further delay, let's get back in there and wrap up this BioShock. Here we are, everyone. Wow, I just realized I've got 5 med kits. I'm in pretty good shape on that. Oh, how is this? You know, I feel like, I think I mentioned this in an earlier video, but I feel like this is where we're gonna find out what the big twist is going to be. Who has Elizabeth actually been this whole time? Who was Booker speaking to us this whole time? How's this gonna go? Oh, that's cool looking.
There. All the load-bearing columns come into this room and they meet there. I just need to place the particle in that junction, activate it, and the whole structure should rise.
That's all we gotta do, huh? That's all we gotta do, man. I feel like it's all gonna fall apart here. Okay, we got more Atlas printing machines.
There's no plan B. Might as well just get it over with.
Oh, those things are lit up. Are we gonna be able to lift up without running into some of these? What a view. Okay. Here we go. Might as well just get it over with.
Here goes nothing. It's working! Atlas, you feel that? You have your prison break. Now bring me the girl!
Compstock?
Great.
Did your mom ever teach you not to put your faith in strange foreign men?
Just give me the girl. She means nothing to you.
You've got that right. The girl means nothing. But you, love, you mean the world.
Okay, well, we knew he was going to turn on some fashion.
No cause for alarm. She's well sedated. So, it's begun.
The Kashmir's all blown to hell. If Ryan didn't know we were back before, I'm sure now he's got the message.
Wow, that was
What
quick.
do you want with this one?
If anybody's got the line on the ace, it's her. Find out what she knows. But no quackery. She's no good to us with a halo and a set of wings.
I get started as soon as the claw form wears off. Don't see her as too tough a nut.
Okay.
Where's the ace in the hole?
Who's Lonnie?
What?
Where's the ace in the hole?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we had a deal.
Where is the ace in the hole?
I told you.
Sodium thiopental. Are you familiar? No. Truth serum. Unpredictable stuff. Too little? Nothing.
I have
Too
nothing
much.
to tell
The
you.
subject
I don't
is
even know what an
euthanized.
ace in the hole is. Ah!
I am still playing with the dosage.
Oh. Oh my goodness. I hate this sense of being all like strapped down, can't do anything.
This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made, and men who make it.
Is she on the plane?
Folks say it's only a matter of time until Atlas's entire mob comes out waving the white flag.
Wow, they really have taken
2
the thing over.
weeks.
What?
You've been down 2 weeks, love. Feckin' doctors. Better off hiring 1,000,000 monkeys.
Our deal was to get you out of prison. What, did you expect me to win your war for you too?
I'd tend to your own knitting if I were you. Now, darling, being that you were SuChong's lab assistant and all, why not tell me where me ace in the hole went to?
I don't know.
As I said, I'm no doctor. But that doesn't mean I don't find the field fascinating. I keep up on all the medical journals and the like.
I hope you have someone to help you with all the big words.
You know what part of the brain free will comes from? Stubbornness? The prefrontal lobe. Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? A man named Steinman taught me this. He's a bit of a lunatic, but a fine surgeon. He calls this little trick a transorbital lobotomy. Take hold of her, lads.
You're wasting your
Now-
time.
No way.
If you won't remain still, I can't be held responsible for what comes next. Here we go. You feel that? I'm moving the pick across your eyeball. Oh, still now. And resting it on your skull. There's about a bit over 1/4 of an inch of bone between the pick and your prefrontal lobe. And that's where this little fella comes in.
I don't.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
just a wee tap. But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those to reach the meat. And then we might find you a bit less the mule. Where's me ace in the hole?
I don't know.
You know
Alright.
what else
Don't do
rests
it.
in the
Oh.
lobe? Creativity. Individuality. Personality.
Oh, that's
In
terrible.
short, what makes you, you. I'm just about through now. Last chance, pet. Where is the ace in the hole?
Or what? What, you'll put a hole in my head and take away my memories? You want to make me forget all this? You want to make me not care anymore? Go ahead. You'll be doing me a favor.
Ah! Bring in the monster! You're a regular hero, ain't you? Can't risk ripping the only part of you that's worth a damn. Well, there's more than one way to fry an egg. Now, little one,
I knew
are
it.
you familiar with the term transorbital lobotomy?
Please let her
It's
go!
a simple matter. All
I
need
can't
to do
watch this.
is insert this pick into
Please!
your eye.
Please, I don't know
Give it a
anything!
few taps with me hammer.
I don't know
Better
anything!
to show by example.
Please! Please don't! I don't know anything! I don't know! Please!
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I can't tell him what I don't know. Where are we?
You saw all the doors, and what's behind all the doors.
The ace in the hole. It's here.
Yes.
But I don't I don't remember this place.
You've never been here.
Then how would I...
The memories you lost, they weren't just of the past. You saw behind all the doors.
Even the ones into the future. This is where I'm going.
If you want.
I don't like it here.
It's a bad place.
He's never gonna let me go, is he? Even if I bring him the ace. Then why am I here? How if I was so smart? If I saw so much, why just send myself to the slaughter?
For Sally.
No, one day he will just rip her open and tear out her atom. All of this for nothing. Why did I do it? Why?
You have to decide.
Decide what?
To take a leap of faith. I can't tell you what you were thinking because you don't remember. But you chose to come. There. In that room.
The ace. I don't know what to do, Booker. Booker? Booker! No, please. Please just don't leave me here! Booker! SuChong's clinic! It's at SuChong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me men's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you. You okay with that?
Get me the ace, I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon. Bag her and bring her to my bathysphere.
That was almost too much for me, guys. I'll be honest with you. I don't do all of that kind of stuff. That felt so real the way they did that.
Show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you where you come out. Shake a leg now. The Lord hates a laggard.
Whew, okay, I just need a second. Yeah, I don't do well with like human torture kind of stuff, and that was like so intense. The way it's a good thing I stopped where I did in that last video. I don't think I'd be able to sleep right now if I had went through that door and witnessed all that before trying to conclude. Oh, okay. We can do this. All right, so Ace in the Hole. Now, I do remember all the way back in BioShock, and I don't remember where exactly in the BioShock, playthrough that was, but I do remember going into one of those offices, and I think it was SuChong that was stuck to the desk by the big Mr. Bubbles drill, or Big Daddy drill. I forget what it was. I think we were trying to free the little sisters, but I can't remember exactly what was going down there, but that's what that looked like to me, was him on that desk. We didn't get real close to it, so I might be a little off. But I don't know what the ace in the hole would be. Unless the ace has something to do with the character that Atlas was mind controlling. All the way back at the beginning. What was his name? I can't think of his name at the moment, but the character that you play as in BioShock 1. Didn't he refer to him as his ace in the hole at one point? So is Elizabeth supposed to be the person that got him to come here? Because I remember Andrew Ryan even making a comment at one point asking, was it by chance that you crashed here? Or were you summoned here? That sort of thing. I got a feeling that's what the ace in the hole is supposed to be. Him. And I do remember also at the very beginning of this episode 2, remember that ace flies by when the cards flew by my screen and there was an ace, and I was like, oh, is that a hint at something? I think it's turned out to be a pretty big hint at something. Okay, enough talk. Let's proceed. Okay. I just needed a minute to kind of recover after that. My goodness. I was really nervous with how far they were going to put it. If they started tapping on that girl, I'd have been watching the rest of it with my eyes closed, my headset off. Like, no, I can't take it. Oh. Oh, I guess he's taking over management of this thing right here. Oh, I didn't realize it was going back. Okay, let me see if I can open this door. I assumed this was the way I was going to have to go. Nope, it's locked. Okay. All right. We proceed. My goodness. Oh, there's some more of those advertisements we were seeing earlier. Oh, there's the Big Daddy. Dr. SuChong's free clinic. Okay, here's an audio. Okay, Frank Fontaine.
SuChong, what the hell were you thinking? Drinkable plasmids? We're burning through 10 times the amount of atom compared to the injectables. And if you fail to notice, them sea slugs ain't exactly growing on trees. Switch back to the injectables and let the eggheads in marketing worry about selling it to the chumps.
So people preferred the drinkable versus the injecting. I agree. I'd probably rather drink something than just inject myself with it. Issue: hydraulic fluids, gases within drill cause subject to become unreliable and unstable. Launching option to be removed from drill in future models. Wow. So why would a launching drill make them unstable? My goodness. It's kind of disturbing to see, isn't it? I guess we never did end up dealing with that Big Daddy that was strolling around that room we were stuck in, huh? Okay. Not really. Do I even have... I don't have any weapons or plasmids at the moment. Wonder if there's gonna be any more like gameplay kind of stuff here, if it's just story at this point. Oh man, we got ourselves music. No casualties, no genetic lines. Imprinting solution not found in genetics. Even though he kept saying that's where it was going to be. He kept saying that's where the answer would be. Oh, I hear a Big Daddy. Stage 1 prototype. Vita Chamber Project, Ryan Industries. A combination of plasmids reconstructed within a field of quantum entanglement. Makes me think of my Outer Wilds playthrough going on at the moment. Results in fantastical restoration properties. I have fast-tracked the project for immediate mass production and distribution throughout Rapture. This completes stage 1. Note, all chambers must be tuned to Andrew Ryan's specific genetic frequency before proceeding with distribution. Alright, that's something we kind of knew about. Oh! What haven't you did? Oh! Are they going to help him? Kind of like we did that songbird, and then they kind of become imprinted on him? Oh. Okay, I can't interact with any of these people. Well, move Big Daddy.
Alright. Let's see here what we could do.
Scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? I don't know how to help you. I don't. No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some, I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something?
I love that she's not afraid of him. That feels so cool.
I'm asking.
Find a way to repair the Big Daddy. Okay, well, he's got this leak-like thing back here. I'm assuming there's like some... Can we drag him to this? I don't think those worked in the past. I think... Read the note.
Encoded. Big Daddy will not imprint if Not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her.
Oh.
Situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
So maybe we need to get them to try to help him? Oh, look, there's that hair. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We brought him that hair, and he just, like, disappeared. So that must have been, he thought that was going to be what helps make the imprint happen.
If stupid beasts had half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister, no Big Daddy.
I love the way that's read, too. It sounds exactly like the way he was speaking. That's pretty cool. Alright. So we gotta try to get the little sisters to not be afraid of him.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Can you sing and dance? Help Big Daddy.
Big monster sick.
It's okay. It's okay, please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to
Monster's
do.
going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
It's just like the songbird, how she helped the songbird and then it like imprinted on her. That's kind of what's happening here. Oh. He is so big.
Flying with the thorn in its paw.
That's kind of cool. It's like, okay, there were a lot of Big Daddies. A lot of Big Daddies in the beginning. So obviously they found out some kind of a routine that worked a little better than what SuChong was able to figure out. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh. Oh, it's a shark. Swimming in here? Oh! Where'd the... On the other side is glass? Is that water out there? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. Ah! Oh, they look very happy now. Okay. Let's see. Cognitive conversion. Subject to undergo a series of reconditioning therapies. Note, all therapies have been outlined in notebook. Strict guidelines have been provided. Oh, still give me a little bit of flashback of what we just witnessed at the beginning of this. Oh. SuChong, mind control test. Oh.
Did you talk to your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa SuChong.
I remember this.
Break her neck for me.
What?
Break that sweet puppy's neck.
No, please.
Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly?
No. No.
Very good.
Oh, I remember that. I knew where that was going. Send to Ryan. So this is where he was at. Yep, that ace in the hole. Must be that guy. Do we cause the plane crash though? I guess that's kind of what we're looking for now.
SuChong, of all the things I know this. It is in your power to be a different man. What can Ryan take from us that we have not already sacrificed at the altar of discovery? They are children, little sisters, and yes, they will forget. But you and I won't. The memories of what we have done fade only with the dimming of all lights. Tenenbaum.
Tenenbaum. Yo. Just eating some food here, it looks like. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. It's so cool how they're like connecting all this. I like it, the way it's being connected. I know some people didn't like that, so I know it's a touchy subject. Don't worry, everybody's entitled to your opinion. Please be kind in the comment section. But me personally, I'm kind of liking how this is connecting so far.
Protector system, plasmid 255. Dr. SuChong, client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn Big Daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bondage just not forming.
I remember this too. We've heard that recording before. Okay. Let's see what's next.
Get on it.
Oh.
Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to... sequence
This is how
to
it
allow
happened.
for... Get away, you filthy little shit!
This is when he finds out it worked.
What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
Oh! Gosh. I remember that recording. Well, I was right. That's what that was. So when we saw when the Booker was kind of showing us, he was showing us something that we already saw in the future.
There's the ace.
Open the envelope.
This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
Man, we didn't come across a single turret. Didn't he say something like there was all kinds of turrets and stuff in here trying to take out his men? I feel like he could have walked to that just as easily. Enter wall? Oh, there, right there? Okay. I want to look here first. Free clinic. All right. Okay, now that stuff's opening. This is wild. So wild. Did I pull that out? No, okay. Oh, this is kind of freaky looking. Gather's Gardens. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. All right. Atlas gonna turn on us again.
Hey, sister. Over here.
Yeah, I see it. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
Look at this dude. He's got like a bag of potato chips on his head, it looks like. All right.
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. We both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist.
I'm assuming we're on that plane. This is nuts.
What is this? It's just a bunch of gibberish. What does this say, you little whore? Hey! What does this say? We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane, and Rapture's ours. Yeah!
I chose Rapture.
A slave obeys.
They say to save one life is to save the world entire. It is you who are their savior.
You little nothing!
I can see all the doors. And what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
Je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose.
What? She dies? I hope there's no copyright issue right there. Kind of an emotional moment to get a copyright strike, you know? Paid in full. Wow. I did not see that coming. Okay. So if I'm understanding this correctly, Elizabeth did something. Like, I guess it still didn't answer why she became a normal Elizabeth and how she got here. Unless it's the Luteces that brought her here, like grabbed her from a different timeline, brought her here. Or no, it said that she returned on her own and they warned her, if you come back, you're going to fall. And we just kind of assumed that her being killed at the very beginning of this was her dying, and this was an entirely different Elizabeth. Sorry about that. Minimized for some reason. Okay, so big picture, what they're saying is Elizabeth came here to right the wrong that she did, which was, I guess, leave Sally here a long time ago. And Sally was left here as bait to try to get Compstock, and she wanted Compstock to know the mistake that he had made, rub it in his face, all that kind of stuff. And then she came back to try to fix what she did or redeem herself.
You ready?
Yep. Oh, they're doing this again.
See the pyramids along the Nile.
All right, I'll leave this playing. Turn it down though.
From a tropic isle.
So I guess what happened was she came back to try to redeem herself, to set Sally free. And what she saw when she looked behind all the doors and all the possibilities was the character that we played as in BioShock 1. and that he goes down a path that actually sets the little sisters free, which is what her ultimate goal was. Yeah, she wanted to set Sally free, but in setting Sally free, as Tenenbaum said, you set one free, you set them all free. So her goal of trying to get Sally set free ended up setting free all the little sisters. So she sacrificed herself. Man, you know, part of me was like really hoping she'd find a way to get through this. It's kind of like she was such an amazing character all through Infinite, and you know, episode 1 she was okay in episode 1. It was a really short DLC, so it's not like we really did a lot with her there, and she definitely seemed like she had kind of a mean attitude in that one. Turns out we know why by the time we get to the end of that one. But then you play as her in episode 2, which was really cool. Definitely had a different vibe to it compared to the others. And I was rooting for her. But she kind of went from this omniscient, omnipotent, or whatever it is, that she could like see everything and be everywhere, and kind of like the Lutesses, she could like do and see and go anywhere she wanted to being this very carnal, normal person, smart, but just you know, it was almost like the genie was put back in the bottle, you could say. And then she was killed at the end by Atlas, of all people. This makes me more happy that I took him out. Kinda. Little sisters helped with that, but wow. So what did I think of the whole, like, BioShock as a whole, all the way from beginning to now? What would my final thoughts be on the entire experience? First of all, I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I got to see and experience all of this. I'd never played any of the BioShocks before this, so this was a really interesting experience. Another thing that's kind of weird is, since I play a lot of games that are older, been out for a long time, it's like I didn't have to wait for DLCs and for expansions and all those kinds of things to come out, sequels to come out. I can just go straight from one to the next. A lot of times when people are playing these, when they first come out, you know, there's maybe been 6, 12 months, 2 years, many years between them. And so, you know, mindsets can change and all that kind of stuff between that, just because of the amount of time it took to get to something. So my opinion might be slightly different just because I'm playing them all right in a row. But I did enjoy it. I would say BioShock Infinite was my favorite from a gameplay standpoint. The pacing was nice. I preferred Rapture City over Columbia. I feel like it's not that I did not like Columbia, but I did feel like exploring through the Rapture cities was really cool. And if I'm looking at the Rapture City content, I would definitely say BioShock 1 was probably my favorite. BioShock 2, I really liked the spear ammo. That was kind of a big selling point for me there. I did not like playing as a Big Daddy, though, there. I didn't mind it so much when I was like a temporary Big Daddy. It was kind of a cool little twist. But when I was playing all the way through as a Big Daddy, it just felt slow and sluggish, and I was like, oh, come on. As far as the Infinite content here at the very end, episode 2 was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. And as I've slowly kind of come to grips with kind of what was actually happening between Infinite, episode 1, episode 2, with like Compstock and Booker and the Lutesses and time traveling and SuChong and you know, kind of realizing what some of these things are through the whole thing, it began to make more sense to me as I went through. I still don't feel like they answer all questions. I feel like their story got a little messy because they had rules that they'd put in place, but then they couldn't quite follow those rules because they wanted the story to go a particular direction, so they just kind of ignored that rule. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, but as a whole, I really enjoyed it. But I'd have to say, all in all, BioShock 1 probably was my favorite out of all three. 1, 2, and Infinite. I would say BioShock 1 was probably my favorite. It's hard to beat a classic too. There's something about the very first one in any kind of trilogy, in a book or in a movie or whatever. Sometimes it's the shock value and getting to know a thing. You lose some of that magic the further you proceed. The Matrix is a great example. People were blown away by the first one. But then in every Matrix after that, when they would do like the slow motion stuff or the bullet tracking and stuff, you can't help but in the back of your mind think, okay, well, we've kind of seen that before. Yeah, that was cool, but we've seen that before. There's always going to be that little bit of struggle. And maybe that's part of the reason BioShock 1 holds a special place too, is because it's like, oh my gosh, Underwater City. There was no other character quite like Andrew Ryan. He was amazing. Anytime he talked, you were just like, you wanted to hear what he had to say, even though you may not at all agree with him and everything. He was just so set in his ways, and you could just tell the way he talked, it was like, it just made logical sense to him that this is the way it should be. If there was one thing I would say that Andrew Ryan and several of the other main characters struggled with in all of these, it was surrounding them with people that stayed on the same mind track as them. There was always this constant power struggle or something that would begin to arise. Let's see if anything's going to happen here. I'm assuming not. Let's see. Oh, is this going to be like the plane pieces floating down? It is. Oh, that was cool. All right, well, there we go, everybody. And there's my final thoughts on it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I had several of you that were just fantastic to have on this ride with me, hearing your comments and feedback, and hearing how much you enjoyed it. It just made it all the much more fun. Now, like I said, I know there's rumors that a BioShock 3 is in the works. If that's the case, and when it arrives, I do plan on playing that on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, so that you know when that arrives. Here, also, I have Soma and Alien Isolation booting up here real soon after this game and after I finish my Outer Wilds playthrough. So if those sound interesting to you, you might consider hitting subscribe for that as well. Until next time, continue to be safe out there, buddy. I'll see you on the next one.